Well, you talk about creative decision making. One of the things Andrade brought up as well, and has continued to kind of harp on in tweets and things like that, is just how WWE is not embracing Latin American talent. It would seem, or lucha talent, whatever you want to say, right?
Uh-huh.
You obviously worked for WWE for many years. You are a proud Latino. Does it resonate when you hear Andrade have these criticisms? Do you think WWE has a blind spot when it comes to how they
I don't think that, I don't think, wait a minute, I am sure that WWE is not racist.
Okay.
I don't think that they don't dislike Latinos, but I don't think that they know Latinos. I think that they just think that because you speak Spanish, they could put you on the mic and you're a commentary. And it had happened with Lilian Garcia, and they forgot to ask that she really doesn't dominate Spanish full, you know? And so it went when it happened with Tito Santana, a great wrestler, but more American than Spanish. And they put him on the mic. And just to show you examples of what the heck is going on. And nobody has bothered to really see how in the States, I mean, we are like 48 million, like registered, you know, Latinos.
Right.
And then the ones that we don't know about, you know, now I have to be very careful with the words you use, undocumented or whatever. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings with that. But you have another 20 million, I don't know how many now with the new president that we have. But these are people that love soccer, they love music, they love to have a party, and they love their lucha, the majority of them. And they were huge fans of, I said, well, they still are, but that's why in Mexico, WWE doesn't draw. Because in Mexico, they respect luchadores. They respect the foreigners that go there. So when they see what they're doing to their heroes, like a Rey Mysterio or a El Idolo, Ex Sombra, Andrade, and then you see what they're doing to, have you seen what they're doing to Angel Garza? Angel Garza has the looks, he talks English, he's the young generation, and I don't want to give out the creative stuff because I get paid for that, but you don't even have to build him in the ring, just give him the flower, have him be creating problems, trying to seduce other girls there, and you have Maurice and Miss. You have many couples there that you could do stories with. Angel Garza is like a kiss, like the Kiss Bandito kind of thing, where you don't have to do that much in wrestling, just that cynical laughter, the smile, and he's good looking. They're wasting that, all the other guys, and you gotta wonder, you know, what the heck is happening here? I mean, you have a nation of 200 million. People forget this. Mexico, even after losing the Spanish-American War, I mean, they still are a nation of 200 million people, or a little bit more. In their country, they love wrestling. And I remember when Carlos Cabrera and myself, who did the shows, WWE was getting millions of dollars from a concert company, Cessa or something like that. Okay. The same people that brought like the Justin Bieber and all those people. And the shows were sold out, Nick. Like if the show was like in 3 months, you couldn't get a ticket if you didn't buy it like then. And bad creative ideas and not paying attention to an audience that it's over 60 million just here in the States, over 60 million in the States. Then check out Puerto Rico, wherever they go there, they still draw around 14,000 people. They were drawing, when they came back to the Garden to hurt us with AAA, they brought in Stone Cold, and then the return of The Undertaker just to hurt us. And they did. We had to come from the big building into the Paramount Theater, and we did like 5,000 people. But guess what? Nobody said anything about them just putting, I think the best house was the one with the Undertaker that was like close to 8,500 people, but the other one was like 6,000 people at the Garden, and they hadn't been back there for I don't know how many years they were promoting it. So their product is not as strong. They dominate because they're the #1 company in the world. But Nick, if you really study the product, you're going to realize that they actually are making money now that they are at the Thunderdome, because when they were on the road, they were not drawing. It was embarrassing. they were not drawing for Raw and SmackDown. They were losing money. So now they have one building where they do 2 shows, and then NXT on a smaller building, and all their shows are making money because even NXT now has not a huge contract. But the reality is the #1 company in the world with almost 300 top talent. People are upset. Nick, not too many people want to talk about this because they're scared of the monster. And this has cost me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Trust me, because I don't keep my mouth shut. I will talk. If AEW does something wrong, I will talk about it. Not happy with their Spanish shows. Their Spanish, AEW Spanish sucks. But then again, I'm not too happy with the English part because I think they overproduce the English part and they concentrate on somebody knowing the wrestling halls, and they have put too much of a politically correctness part into Jim Ross. And this is not the JR that people are used to. It's like if you take me and you want to educate me into a corporation, format, that's not me. I'm used to kicking butt, and that's Jim Ross. And so I'm not too keen with the AEW Spanish or English. And when I talk to you about WWE, the #1 company in the world, Vince put on the line about $1 billion on the XFL. Yet they were not willing to surprise people with a couple of $1 million investment, because we know CM Punk would have shown up with his wife if the money was right, because he had stated that. My question is, no Lesnar, no CM Punk, obviously no Rock, no Cena, no Charlotte. What in the world is going on? And then you punish Charlotte, and you pissed off a talent like Andrade, who, if they knew a little bit of the culture in Mexico, they would know how respected these luchadores are. I mean, I travel, I work, after Conan, I'm the other creative guy, and with Guillem, we do the Spanish, we're all over the place. I do lives all the time, and you see we have sometimes 9,000 comments, 5,000 comments. The Andrade thing went crazy. That was like over 1 million views, but not just the views. I mean, that is great. But when you concentrate on reading the comments, then you could see that people are hurting from the lack of respect, not just Spanish people, in general.